Welcome back to Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic, with me, Get Daved. So, we've got Jolie, and now we're gonna start heading to the Zerka hunting ground. So let's, do that. I had someone ask in the comment section how exactly, will, reflex, and, fortitude worked. I commented on it, but how it works is everything in the game is sort of based around, or a lot in the game is based around these things called difficulty checks. So certain tasks have difficulties assigned to them. So disarming a mine has a difficulty of 30, let's say. That means you have to get a number that exceeds 30. So in the case of disarming a mine, it's your demolition skill plus a 1 to 20 roll. If you're not in combat mode, the roll is always a 20. Now I'm gonna wish that we had someone who could do something about that. Candace has a bit of mine skills. Alright, so we'll just take a look at the log real quick to illustrate my point. Roll 20, difficulty check 20. Okay, so just disabling that mine, very easy. He's got a 4 demolition skill. It was greater than that. He passed the difficulty check.
What?
Will, reflex, and fortitude are for reactionary-based things. All your skills are for, like, things where you commit an action. Oh. Stepped on a mine. Didn't see it because we don't have enough awareness here. We'll let Jolie do his thing.
There, you see? Beautifully subtle, isn't it? At least compared to the other Zerka equipment dumped down here. It's only been here a short while, or the Wookiees would have disabled it. They wouldn't have had an easy time of it, though. There are others, each blocking similar points on certain paths. It is all very calculated and very precise. It would have been effective if it hadn't relied on the creatures to be walking. Climbers don't have much trouble getting around it. I can manipulate it for a moment. Let me see. How did the Zerka engineers do it? There we go. Now, keep moving. These are the most dangerous depths of Kashyyyk. A few surprises wait for us, I'll wager.
I feel like that was a very soft fulfilling of, well, whatever. Alright, I'm going to do a quick save, and we'll keep going. So anyway, reflex, fortitude, will saves. Will is for things that require, you know, a human will to resist them, so like mind controls and most force powers. There we go. Interesting. Mandalorians. We'll help him out. Hey, dude. Hey?
Mighty generous of you. A little too generous if you ask me.
Oh, you're a cheapskate, Candace. Although he did just kill Mandalorians, so I can understand.
They were Mandalorian. Poachers, probably. They used stealth units to stalk their prey. Their kind were among the first to flee when the war turned against my people. Bloody cowards.
Well, let's go take care of them. So, pretty easy to imagine how we deal with this side quest. But first, let's wrap up our talk about saving throws. So the other kinds are reflex. Basically, if you F something up and then have to do something quick to resolve it, it would be a saving throw, would be the test. So let's say I knocked over a stack of soup cans. That would have a difficulty check of like 25. If my reflex stat is 5 and I roll a 20, then I would catch the soup cans from falling. A lot of the time when you step on a mine, there's a reflex check to, or if you fail to disarm a mine, sorry. There's a reflex check to try taking less damage. Still warm to the touch. And fortitude saves refers to basically your general toughness, so if you just have to man up and take something, that's where your fortitude stat comes in. Before we do the Mandalorian side quest, I'm just gonna mop up the area, because I don't want to get mauled by, like, you know, hounds. Ooh. Isn't this interesting? Hello. God dang it. Curse my lack of awareness.
Life forms detected. Determining parameters. Initiating neural recognition.
Hello?
Yes, there's the thing. Obstinate machine. I've no doubt it holds what you seek. But good luck getting it operational.
Primary neural recognition complete. Preliminary match found.
Match found? What the... It always muttered something about rejected patterns for me.
Begin socialized interface. Awaiting instruction. Greetings. This terminal has not been accessed for quite some time.
No doubt.
Error. Subject displays unfamiliarity to environment. Behavioral reconfiguration will be needed before access.
Okay.
I am sorry. I did not mean to confuse you. I will answer questions to the best of my programming limitations.
Okay.
Accessing. Yes, I have found a star map in original system memory. Access is restricted.
Can I have it?
Your request requires additional security access. You must be made to match the parameters I have been supplied.
Okay. Didn't you just say my pattern matched?
There are measures available. Personality profiling will verify the basic structure of your conscious mind. With that, I will determine whether you are ready to receive the star map, or can be made ready.
Bring it on.
Information unavailable. If you have further questions, ask them now. Access will terminate with success or failure of evaluation. Evaluation commencing. Result will be compared against the pattern in memory. Just act like you should. You travel with a Wookiee and have encountered complications. Hypothetical. You and this Zalbar are captured and separated. If you both remain silent, 1 year in prison for each of you. However, call Zalbar a traitor, and he will serve 5 years, while you serve none. He is offered the same deal. But if you both accuse the other, you both serve 2 years. What do? What do you trust him to do?
The Prisoner's Dilemma, it's called. Well, what would I actually go with? Let's just repeat one thing.
If you both remain silent, he is offered the same.
Are we actually guilty? Because that really affects, well, within the parameters of this question, would I snatch on the other guy? Or snitch on the other guy? No.
Are you sure? If you turn, you risk 2 years, or none at all. If you reply on loyalty, you risk 1 year, or 5. Your loyalty is dangerous. Your companion could take the opportunity to benefit by turning on you. Zalbar's family is mired in treachery. What loyalty do they know?
He took an
Your answer
oath
is
to me.
incorrect.
No way, man. His track record's fine.
You cannot refuse. Evaluation must continue. You must match the pattern in memory. Your memory. I must demand honest acceptance of the proper behavior. That is a condition of my programming. The previous incorrect response will be discounted. Future incorrect responses will result in rejection. Hypothetical. You are at war. Deciphering an intercepted code. You learn 2 things about your enemy.
Okay.
A single spot in their defense will be at its weakest in 10 days, and they will attack one of your cities in 5 days. What do you do with this information? What is the most efficient course of action?
Can we handle to lose the city? This is the fence-sitting option. Evacuate my people from the city. That reveals that we know they're crap. Yeah. Assuming we can afford to lose it for now.
Very good. If you had moved to evacuate the city, you would have alerted the enemy to their lost code.
Yep.
Ultimate victory required the deaths of the people in that city.
Were they going to raise the whole thing?
In your decision. You achieve the proper result with logic that does not match the pattern in memory.
But
I
what do the
adjust my
Sith care if the...
Critical. Remove the ongoing war from the previous example. Consider enemy states to be weak and remote. With no external threat, your empire stagnates. Your people become complacent and begin to question you.
Oh, mass
Same
execution.
scenario as before. You discover an impending attack, but also a weakness that will come after. How do you react?
Well... I think that is short-sighted. The problem is, in this situation, my people are getting unhappy with me. I think I would be evicted if I didn't stop the attack there. And besides, losing a major city?
But if nothing happens, your people will have no need of heroes. No, they do not see a threat. You have coddled them. Your empire will be brought down by introspection. You have failed to match the pattern in memory. Access denied. This system will purge the subject as false. Defense mode initiated.
Now, I believe Kriya... Knights of the Old Republic 2 has a character named Kriya. I don't think she would agree with a lot of the allegedly Sith choices in this. Oh, goodness. Dang, we lost Jolie, everybody. Actually, this is not going very well. Time to go to Old Reliable here. Straight to the good ones. Oh, goodness. I don't remember these enemies being nearly this strong. Now, being frozen, I would think that... Uh-oh. If I go down, we're totally screwed. Candace can't win this fight by himself. Uh-oh. There we go. Holy crap. Gonna get up, Jolie?
Yes.
Gonna hold your weight next time? That's insane, because Jolie has got a very high defense stat. If you check it out. 25 and then add force speed on that. Man. All because we kept getting set on fire. Worked pretty well on the Tyrantic, though.
Neural scan complete. Analyzing. Well, it would appear initial assumptions about you were incorrect. Secondary scans during battle have revealed much. Under duress, your emotions were easier to read. Programming now instructs that I give you what you seek. That information is not available. Soon you will recognize the proper course to follow. The star map is yours. This unit has now completed its primary duty and has finished with the subject. Executing final action. Activation of star map commencing. Parameters reset. Stasis initiated. And communication.
Star map, everybody! Hooray! Yeah, those ethical dilemmas they gave us, I can't help but think Kriya would disagree with the allegedly Sith conclusion that you're supposed to come to.
The star map. An ancient artifact of dark side power. Can't say I'm surprised. I always knew there was something funny down here. I wonder if the star map has had an effect on the evolution of the creatures here in the Shadowlands. Might explain why it's so dangerous down here. An interesting theory, but I suppose we don't have time to test it now, do we? Now that we've got what you came for, we should be heading back up to the treetops.
Yep. We shouldn't help anyone else. So we've got our star map now. Anyway, Knights of the Old Republic 2, I know I keep talking about it here. I wasn't planning on doing an LP of it, so I gotta get the talking about it done now. As a game, it's not nearly as polished as this one, but the thematic complexity is a lot better, and the characters are a lot stronger in my opinion. I like a lot of the characters in this one too, but Knights of the Old Republic 2 is a much more mature story, that's for sure, and it's, I don't know. The only problem was the rush it was under. Like, I know KotOR 1 finished over budget and took longer than expected and everything, as is the case with, I believe, well actually I know for a fact, almost every BioWare project. But, they finished it. Or at least they finished it enough. KotOR 2, we can't say the same about that. There are patches or mods out there that add a lot of the missing content, because they had to remove like entire planets. Viper Kinrath bodies. Now, all of a sudden, these Kinraths have dropped loot. That's because we're gonna need one for a very tiny little side quest. A ritual marker. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think we can actually do anything with it quite yet. We need to run into someone down here. Finish the map? Map? There we go. Would have been nice if lightsabers gave off light. I liked games like Jedi Knight, it sort of doubled as a flashlight, basically. Alright. There's Frere over there. I think I've pretty much scouted out the rest of the Shadowlands down here, so I'm gonna end the video here, and next time we should get at least pretty close to wrapping things up on Kashyyyk. I'll see you there.